My name is Michael. I am 45 years old. 10 years ago, I made the worst decision of my life. I stopped speaking to my father over something small, something stupid, something I cannot even remember clearly now. I was too proud to apologize. He was too proud to reach out. We both thought we had time. We were wrong. Last month, my father died. I never got to say I was sorry. This is my story. I had a good relationship with my father when I was young. He worked hard. He provided for our family. He was strict, but fair. We were not rich, but we had enough. My father taught me to work hard, to be honest, to stand up for myself. When I was a child, I respected him. I looked up to him. I wanted to be like him. But as I grew older, things changed. I started to see his flaws, his old-fashioned ideas, his stubborn nature, the way he refused to change, the way he thought he was always right. When I was 25, I started my own business, a tech company. My father did not understand technology. He did not trust it. He thought I should get a stable job, work for a big company, get a pension, security. "You are wasting your time," he said. "This is not real work. You need a real job." His words hurt me. I was working 16 hours a day, building something from nothing, and he called it not real work? But I pushed his words aside. I kept building my business. By the time I was 30, my company was successful. I thought my father would finally be proud. But when I showed him everything I built, he said, "It is good you are making money, but I still think you should have become an engineer, like I wanted." Something snapped inside me that day. No matter what I did, it was never enough for him. That same year, I met Sarah. She was smart, beautiful, kind. We fell in love quickly. I knew she was the one. I wanted to marry her. I brought her home to meet my parents. My mother loved her immediately. They talked and laughed. But my father was different. He was polite, but cold. After dinner, he pulled me aside. "She seems nice," he said, "but I don't think she's right for you." "Why not?" I asked. "She's not from our background. Different religion, different culture. This will cause problems. You should find someone more suitable." I was furious. How dare he judge Sarah? He didn't even know her. I told him Sarah was the woman I loved, and that I was going to marry her whether he approved or not. My father shook his head. "You are making a mistake, Michael. You always think you know better than everyone else. You never listen. That's your problem." Those words stung, because they were exactly what I thought about him. We were mirror images, both stubborn, both proud, both convinced we were right. I married Sarah anyway. My father came to the wedding, but he barely spoke to me. The tension was obvious to everyone. The breaking point came 2 years later. Sarah and I had our first child, a son. We named him Daniel. I called my father to tell him the good news. "Congratulations," he said. His voice was flat. No excitement, no joy. "I want you to meet your grandson," I said. "Come to the hospital." "I cannot today," he said. "I have work." "Tomorrow, then." "I am busy this week. Maybe next week." But next week never came. Weeks turned into months. My father made excuses every time. Too busy, not feeling well, maybe later. I realized he was avoiding us, avoiding Sarah, avoiding our son. Because Daniel represented everything my father disapproved of, our mixed marriage, our different choices. One Sunday, I drove to my parents' house, unannounced. I brought Sarah and Daniel. I rang the doorbell. My mother opened the door. Her face lit up when she saw the baby. She took Daniel in her arms immediately, tears in her eyes. "Oh, he is beautiful. He looks just like you did as a baby." "Where is Dad?" I asked. "In his study," she said quietly. Her voice carried a warning. I walked to his study, knocked on the door. "Come in," he said. I opened the door. He was reading the newspaper. He looked up, saw me, looked back down at the paper. "I brought Daniel. I thought you would want to meet him." "I told you I was busy," he said without looking up. "He is your grandson. Do you not care?" He finally looked at me. "I care, but I do not approve of your choices. I never did, and I cannot pretend everything is fine when it's not." Something inside me broke at that moment. I had spent my whole life trying to earn his approval, working hard, building a business, starting a family, and nothing was ever good enough. "Fine," I said. "If that is how you feel, then don't bother. Don't call, don't visit. We don't need you." "Michael, wait," my mother called from the hallway. But I didn't wait. I took Daniel from her arms, I took Sarah's hand, and I walked out of that house. I did not look back. That was the last time I spoke to my father face to face. The first few months were the hardest. I was angry, hurt. Every time the phone rang, part of me hoped it was him, calling to apologize, to say he was wrong. But he never called. My mother called sometimes. She cried. She begged me to talk to him. "He's too proud, but he misses you. He asks about Daniel all the time." Then he should call himself. I'm not going to apologize. I did nothing wrong. But neither did he call. Neither of us would take the first step. Pride is a terrible thing. It builds walls between people, walls that become higher and thicker with each passing day, until you can't see the other person anymore, until you forget why the wall was built in the first place. Years passed. Daniel grew up, started school, lost his first tooth, learned to ride a bike. All the moments a grandfather should see. My mother sent photos to my father. "He keeps them in his wallet," she told me. "He looks at them when no one is watching." But he still did not call, and neither did I. We were both waiting, both too proud. Time kept moving forward, and the distance between us grew. When Daniel turned 7, he asked about his grandfather. "Why does Grandpa not visit us?" he asked. "He's busy," I said. "But why? Other kids have grandpas who come to their games, who take them fishing. Does Grandpa not love me?" Those words hit me like a punch. "Of course he loves you," I said. "Then why have I never met him?" I did not have an answer, not one I could explain to a 7-year-old. How do you tell your son that pride and stubbornness kept his grandfather away, that 2 grown men were too foolish to pick up a phone? I hugged Daniel. I promised myself I would fix this. Tomorrow, I would call my father. We would work this out, for Daniel's sake. But tomorrow came and went, and I did not call, because pride is easier than humility. Silence is easier than admitting you were wrong. 2 more years passed. My mother's calls became less frequent. When she did call, she sounded tired, sad. "Your father is not doing well," she said one day. "What do you mean?" "His health. The doctor says his heart is weak. He needs to slow down. But you know your father, he will not listen. I should visit, I said. Yes, you should, she said. But I did not. Not that week, not that month. I told myself I was too busy. Important meetings, business trips. But the truth was, I was afraid. Afraid of that first conversation after so many years. Afraid of facing what we had lost. Afraid he would reject me again. Then one Tuesday morning, my phone rang. It was my mother. Her voice was shaking. Michael, you need to come home, now. What happened? Your father. He collapsed this morning. We're at the hospital. The doctors say his heart. They are doing everything they can, but... Her voice broke. I'm coming, I said. I grabbed my keys. I drove to the hospital, my hands shaking on the wheel, my mind racing. All I could think was, not yet. Please, not yet. I need more time. I need to tell him I'm sorry. I need to tell him I love him. Just give me more time. I arrived at the hospital. I ran to the ICU. My mother was sitting in the waiting room, her face pale, her eyes red from crying. She stood up when she saw me. Is he... I could not finish the sentence. He is in surgery. It does not look good. I sat down next to her. I put my arm around her. We waited. Minutes felt like hours. Finally, a doctor came out. I'm sorry. We did everything we could, but his heart was too damaged. He did not make it. Those words didn't feel real. They couldn't be real. My father was strong, stubborn. He could not be gone. I need to see him, I said. The doctor nodded. He led me to a room. My father was lying on a bed, still, peaceful, like he was sleeping, but he was not sleeping. He was gone. I sat beside him. I held his hand. It was still warm. Dad, I whispered. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have called. I should have visited. I was too proud, too stupid. Please forgive me. But he could not hear me. He would never hear me. All the words I'd been saving for 10 years, all the apologies, all the explanations, they died with him. I put my head on his chest and cried. I cried like a child, for the father I lost, for the time we wasted, for the grandson he never knew, for all the words left unsaid. At the funeral, people shared stories about my father, his kindness, his generosity, things I never knew. I realized I had spent so many years focusing on our disagreements that I forgot everything else. I forgot the good father he was when I was young. I forgot that he taught me to ride a bike, to tie my tie, to be a man. I remembered only the arguments, only the disappointment, only the pride. After the funeral, my mother gave me a box. Your father wanted you to have this, she said. Inside the box were letters, dozens of letters, all addressed to me, all written by my father, all unsent. I took them home. That night, I read every single one. They were written over the years, some from just months after our fight, some from last year, some from last month. In every letter he wrote the same things, that he was sorry, that he missed me, that he was too proud to call, that he hoped one day we would talk again, that he loved me, that he was proud of me, that he wanted to meet his grandson. In the last letter, dated 1 week before he died, he wrote, Michael, I'm running out of time. The doctor says my heart is failing. I know I should call you, but I'm a foolish old man, too proud for my own good, just like you. We're the same, you and I. That's why we fought so much. I want you to know that I was wrong, about your business, about Sarah, about everything. You built a good life. You are a good man. a better man than I was. I'm proud of you. I always was, even when I didn't say it. Please forgive me. And please don't make the same mistake I did. Don't let pride steal your time with the people you love. Life is too short. Love you, son. I always did. Dad. I sat there with that letter in my hands, and I understood. We were both waiting, both hoping, both too proud to take the first step, and now it was too late. I would never hear his voice again, never hear him say he was proud of me, never introduce him to Daniel, all because neither of us would say sorry first, all because of pride. Stupid, meaningless pride. Today, 3 years after my father's death, I live with this regret every day. I keep his letters in my desk. I read them when I miss him, when I wish I could go back and do things differently. I have learned the hardest lesson of my life. Pride is not strength, stubbornness is not courage, and being right is not worth losing the people you love. Time is the one thing you can never get back. I wasted 10 years. 10 years I could have spent with my father. 10 years Daniel could have known his grandfather. 10 years of memories we will never have. All because I was too proud to pick up the phone. If you are not speaking to someone you love, a parent, a sibling, a friend, please don't make my mistake. Don't wait. Don't assume you have time. Don't let pride build walls between you. Life is short. People leave. And one day it will be too late. Pick up the phone. Send the message. Say the words. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I miss you. I love you. Don't wait for them to reach out first. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because that moment may never come, and you will spend the rest of your life regretting it, like I do, every single day. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to Story Reading in English channel. Your support helps more stories reach people like you. With every story, our English gets better and our hearts get stronger.